to the next guy that has a lot of people excited. We'll stay in the SEC. Treylon Burks out of Arkansas. Vince loves this kid. A lot of people love this kid. He seems to be like a not boom or bust, but if you like this kid, you love this kid. So I'm glad they started right off the bat with this video here. So this is the video that has everybody talking. He catches the deep ball, beats the corner right off the line, catches the deep ball. But this is where everyone loves it. Breakaway, next level speed, gets right by the entire Alabama secondary. You can see 5 guys chasing him, which I think is what everyone's seeing is like he hits that next level speed-wise. And you and I, and we just brought it up with Jameson Williams, who's going to take a 6-yard play and turn it into a 60-yard play? That's kind of what we're seeing with Treylon Burks here is once he gets the ball in his hands, it gets scary in a hurry for the defenses.
He's my 1B after Chris Olave.
Yeah,
I really like him.
You love.
I really do.
Yeah.
I also think Jameson Williams isn't going to be there unless they trade up and get him. So if they stay at 15, he's my 1B. I think both of these guys. He's definitely the more flashy prospect. Probably the best wide receiver or a fantasy wide receiver in this draft. So if you're in like dynasty leagues, I would go ahead and nab this guy right now.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like it depends on what system he gets into. But if you get a system that utilizes him the way he should be, Arkansas utilized him so well because they put him all over the field. As you're watching this highlight tape, you're seeing a little bit difference between his tape and the tape between Olave and Jameson Williams, where a lot of that were deep shots. They were just beating the defense. There's some creativity to this Arkansas offense and how they got Treylon Burks the ball. Here's another clip that has everybody excited. So you saw on that one, he just flat out bounced off the tackle and kept running. So here's another one. And again, you see him kind of playing on the inside, a little deep slant action right here. Get him the ball in the middle of the field. This is a little shakeup from what we've seen with the previous 2 wide receivers that we looked at in Olave and Jameson Williams. I just love the way Arkansas plays offense. If they could just kind of get a quarterback in there with a better, like if you put CJ Stroud in this offense, oh my God, they would be fantastic. It'd be awesome to watch. So you can see here, they kind of use him out of the backfield a little bit. They've got that like Deebo comparison for him. I think that he's not a cheaper Deebo. He's a poor man's Deebo. Like it's not the same. There's one Deebo. There's only one Deebo Samuel in the entire league. But I can see the appeal of that versatility of a wide receiver like this. So, Vince, anything on your guy? I'll let you kind of take this one because this is your guy.
I have bigger, cheaper Deebo. I think bigger and cheaper are more important than him being similar to Deebo. It's because there's no really comparison. I also think, yeah, that too. I also think we could see Deebo be traded on draft night almost immediately after Treylon Burks is drafted.
That would be a shakeup.
Yeah. So he was first in yards per route run, third in yards per team pass attempt, fourth in share of team receptions, third in share of yardage, and first in receiving touchdowns in the class in 2021.
Not bad. Not bad
at all.
No.
He's the perfect balance of safe and flashy for me.
I think another thing too, we talked about that Arkansas offense. It's creative, but name another name on that Arkansas offense. You really can't. I watched them a few times. I know their names, but I don't mean that they're NFL draft prospects. The thing about Alabama and these Ohio State kids, again, this will be a knock, and we're going to get into Georgia defense in a second. There's so much good talent that you can't focus on one guy. At Arkansas, they were focused on Treylon Burks, and he was given those stats that you just gave.
I'm trying to find this profile graphic I made for him because I had a few extra stats on there.
Well, you do that. I'm going to keep looking at this tape. Now they've got him into the blocking schemes here. I think I could see him really being one of the guys that one of these teams reach on. Like if they're in love with him and they know that he is not going to be there like I know Cowboys fans would be excited about him at 24. I could see somebody pulling the trigger on this kid in the top 20. We talked about it a little bit, but there could be that run on wide receivers early. Garrett Wilson, Jamison Williams, they're off the board. All right, now you're starting to panic. The guys are going. Then all of a sudden somebody's like, all right, we got Treylon Burks. We got to move up or we got to take him in the top 20.
Yeah, so I have he's basically like Deebo, running back with the ball in his hands. Basically just means he's a fast guy, which again, Eagles need. I've seen him mocked to the Cowboys and the Packers, which would both be great fits for him, I think.
Yes, fantasy-wise, again, would be great.
Yeah. That's why if you're in a dynasty league that does like pre-draft fantasy draft, I would go ahead and grab him very early.
Yeah, because I think he's going to fall to one of these teams. And like again, it wouldn't shock me if he goes top 20. But if he's in those 20 range, then all of a sudden he's going to be with some pretty good team and hopefully has like an immediate rookie impact. You know?
I mean, even the Chiefs are a team that need a wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
And a fast one.
Chiefs, Packers, all those teams that you mentioned, all of a sudden, Garrett Wilson goes to the Jets at 10, and you're playing with Zach Wilson. Then I look up at the end of the year, and you're like, oh, Treylon Burks had a better statistical season. Well, yeah, because he's playing with Mahomes or with Rodgers. So, and again, right there, that's a great clip that they just showed. So, little swing pass to him out of the backfield, turns it into a 10-yard gain, kind of runs through that tackle a little bit. Again, in the backfield, they hand it off to him, and then he's able to break it. Oh, a little pass action. That looks exactly like that Deebo play. I don't think we want to watch the concerns. We do all positive here. We talk ourselves into every prospect.
Yeah, this part of the video doesn't exist. Was that throw part of the concerns?
No, it was right before. It was like, Here's how we can utilize him. So I get the Deebo comp with stuff like that.
I think it's just an interesting timing on the Deebo comp at a time where a lot of teams are like thinking about Deebo. And they're like, well, it's like that classic, like we got Deebo at home. Like we'll go get the cheaper one.
Yeah, correct. And it's the time where people have realized, oh, we don't have to isolate guys to one position. Like you could be like Cordarrelle Patterson or Deebo Samuel and line up in the backfield or split them out wide. Wow. Who knew we could do that the entire time? So he's just coming into the league at the right time.
Yeah, I feel like people forget though that like that position also is just wide receiver. Like you have to be a good wide receiver to play that position. It's just like the teams that need that wide back are using it. You can still just get him as a wide receiver. Yeah. They're
blending. Wide back is just a pass catcher out of the backfield who can do a little bit of both. They're starting to blend. We're getting closer to closer. Just either you're on the line or you're an athlete. We're getting closer.
Yeah.
And that's Treylon Burks. So someone's going to be like, this kid is the next wave. And that's going to be it. And he's going to go top 20. Anything left on your guy? You hope the Eagles pull the trigger? Your Eagles pull the trigger?
Yeah, he's my favorite. Chris Olave is still my favorite pick. He's my favorite. Like, I'd be most excited about him.
Excited, yeah, exactly. Like, I think that is the best assessment of the wide receivers.